2020's been great for first-person shooters, and it's not done yet. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, the top 15 new FPS games of 2020. Starting off with number 15, it's BPM Bullets Per Minute. See, this game is a rhythm-based roguelike FPS, as the name implies, beats per minute, bullets per minute. And in truth, it's actually one of the coolest games I've seen. It's very novel. You end up with all these randomly generated dungeons. It does at times feel like Doom, plus you have to do it to the beat, of course. That makes an interesting challenge, but for whatever reason, in my opinion, it actually kind of syncs up the action in a good way. BPM is a hell of a game. Seriously, try it out. It's only $20, and in my opinion, it's worth every cent. You can find it on Steam, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. At number 14 is Serious Sam 4, which comes to us via Crow Team, which has been in development for a long time. We really haven't had a Serious Sam game in quite a while, and this is great because from the looks of it, we're building on exactly what we should be, which is this horde-based, insane first-person shooter that really harkens back to the 1990s in a lot of ways, but brought up to 11. Also, despite the name, Serious Sam is fairly humorous. I would say Serious Sam 4 trims some of the fat from the previous game, which is good. Some people may not love the art style, given that previous games are a little more cartoony, but I really think that it manages to do exactly what it should. Number 13 is pretty cool just because we haven't seen one of these games in a long time, and that's Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. We have not seen a Medal of Honor game since 2012. That is a long time. And Warfighter wasn't bad or anything, but it certainly wasn't like the best. It was really buggy at launch, and just the overall vibe of the game was not enough. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond is a VR shooter, which is coming in December. And I kind of love that they're alluding to the fact that they're the original. Medal of Honor came before Call of Duty, and this subtitle, Above and Beyond, is alluding to the adage, above and beyond the Call of Duty. So I'm very interested to see if they're boasting or if it's a coincidence. There's not really a lot of information, but it's a VR shooter, and VR shooters are gradually becoming much more interesting. They've really kind of hit their stride this year, and I'm pretty excited. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond is coming December 11th, 2020. At number 12 is Deep Rock Galactic, a 4-player co-op FPS where you play as some dwarves, go through some procedurally generated environments, which by the way are fully destructible, digging and killing and digging. Basically, it's Left 4 Dead meets Minecraft in some ways. You're not obviously given the flexibility of Minecraft, but God, this game is so fun. Not only that, but this game is maintained by the developers, stuff is added, and I can't overstate how fun this is. If you haven't played Deep Rock Galactic, give it a shot. It is out on Xbox One and Windows. At number 11 is 13. And 13 is a remake of a first-person shooter that came out way in 2003. Now, in all honesty, the original is a really cool-looking game, still, right now, in 2020. However, this remake expands upon what we've maybe come to expect from cel-shaded games, and it really does look great. 13 is a game that you have to find out your identity and find out what your involvement in the murder of the President of the United States of America was. It's a really cool kind of comic book oriented story, and I'm really excited to play through it again. I'm also pretty excited because it's coming to the Nintendo Switch, but it's also coming to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows on November 10th. At number 10 is Ultra Kill, which takes retro graphics to look like something off of the PC in the mid-90s, like Quake. Pair it with the kind of gameplay you see in the new Doom games, which is obviously heavily influenced by those games. However, it adds some more mobility-oriented stuff. And you get this really insane, fast-paced, wild shooting game, which just does not quit at any point. You're just going through rooms, having a horde of enemies attack, and having to come up with some sort of pattern of movement as well as dodging strategy in order to make any progress. I love Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill is fun as hell. It's available on PC now. Check it out. At number 9 is Second Extinction, a 3-player co-op, which is going to hit early access pretty soon. Essentially, there are tons of mutated dinosaurs that you and 2 friends have to take down on account, hey, we humans aren't really, fond of losing the planet. We kind of want that, to live on and stuff. Not exactly a complex plot or anything, but man, it looks fun. It's a kind of arcadey looking game to me, with some pretty intense, large-scale enemies. It also has this interesting looking community battle feature called War Effort, where each region of the bigger map has like a threat level, and the point is to basically take out dinosaurs and clear the threat level on the map. Honestly, this looks like a pretty cool game to me. If it works out how it looks to me, I think this is going to be a pretty darn good game. Second Extinction is hitting Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows on October 13th. At number 8, it's Super Hot Mind Control Delete, which is just a really cool game. I am not really personally aware of the Super Hot franchise, but this game is where I got introduced to it. I really enjoy the gameplay of this. Like, it's a first-person shooter and nothing moves unless you're moving. So you can shoot the bullets, but the bullets don't go anywhere unless you're moving. Same with enemy bullets. This creates not only the first-person shooter dynamic, but in all honesty, it creates a kind of puzzle dynamic in which you're slowly using bullet time to dodge, to line up attacks. I mean, in some ways, it's almost like a strategy game. And that's what I like about it so much. It's just a totally unique idea. And whether or not you have played the other titles is basically irrelevant. It's super fun. It's out on PC, give it a shot. At number 7 is Gunfire Reborn, a combination FPS, roguelike, and RPG, which is definitely something very different. It brings you co-op in a sort of magical world in which you are progressing level by level through a totally random experience that you can play co-op with 3 other people. Each of your characters has different abilities, and the world that they've created for this thing is genuinely unique, especially for a first-person shooter. Does not look like a first-person shooter, just at all. Honestly, I wish more unique games like this would come out because it's just something fresh. Gunfire Reborn is a ton of fun. It's available on Steam right now. At number 6 is Call of Duty Warzone, a battle royale Call of Duty. There, I've described everything you actually need to know, but this is a free-to-play battle royale. Honestly, the rules are not that different. However, we're talking 150 people in a match. Some modes, which are limited time runners, can go up to 200. The main difference in this game, as opposed to other battle royales, is that you respawn in the gulag, basically. And if you win against another player in the gulag, you get respawned. However, it only happens once. Honestly, it's great. It's a really cool system. I like it. I think it adds a nice little layer into Battle Royale, and obviously it engages in the very tight Call of Duty gameplay mechanics. Call of Duty Warzone is out on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. I'm sure it'll be out on the next generation of consoles as well. If you like Battle Royales, it's definitely one you gotta check out. At number 5 is Doom Eternal, which is to Doom 2016, as Doom 2 is to the original Doom. Doom Eternal is the bigger, badder, more insane version of what we played in 2016, and there's a grappling hook shotgun. This is the thing that I say. I didn't need to be sold on this game, but that would be the one thing that you could say that would sell me on it if somebody said, like, maybe the level design smells good or something like that. Grappling hook shotgun equals cool in Falcon's brain. I mean, seriously, bigger, badder, better. That's the thing. That's what this is. If you like Doom 2016, this is a game to play, period. There's no question about it. At number 4 is Valorant, which is very much a CSGO type game, however, with character classes and abilities that might seem reminiscent of an Overwatch type game. I think they've done such a great job melding these two ideas that it comes off as something pretty much completely new. I'm big into Valorant. I have played it since the beta. I am okay at it. I'm not going to pretend I'm amazing or anything, but I'm one of those annoying jet with shotgun and good at it people. People hate that kind of person in the game, but that's what I do, and I kill a lot of people and nobody likes it. Once you learn a real weapon, man. No, I'm going to use jump powers and I'm going to blow your face out. Valorant is so frigging fun. Seriously, it's free to play. If you like competitive shooters where you plant a bomb at the enemy base, play this one. It's great. I just hope it comes out on more platforms. As of now, it's PC only. And number 3 is Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which is the single-player Call of Duty game that we're going to be gifted with this year. I mean, if Warzone is any indication as to what we're getting, and I think it probably is, this is going to be a pretty interesting entry. Also, we've been shown that we're going to get some fairly controversial stuff. I'm not really going to touch on it here. but I think that that's cool. I like the idea of depicting some controversial things. Honestly, like, yeah, let's get some arguments going. Let's take out that aggression in the game. Not enough Cold War shooters, if I'm honest, and Call of Duty has obviously been honed to quite a smooth experience. Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War is landing on Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, November 13th. At number 2 is Half-Life Alyx, which, I mean, even if you don't care about all of the Half-Life lore, is just a phenomenal take on a first-person shooter in VR. We're talking about probably one of the landmark titles as far as the development of VR shooters. And although I think that the movement leaves a little bit to be desired, basically everything about this game is just full-on perfect. I don't love the teleporter movement mechanism. It's not my favorite thing. I think that it will become less common, though, as time passes. Obviously, everybody has wanted more Half-Life story, but this serves as a prequel to Half-Life 2, so it's maybe not necessarily the closure we've all kind of wanted, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's definitely worth the time. Give it a go. I think you'll like it. And then finally, it's Cyberpunk 2077, which is, of course, more than an FPS, but the FPS stuff in this game actually looks pretty good. We've got cover, we've got destructible environments, we've got a lot of very different looking weapons, and honestly, just the world itself is something I want to be able to explore. I mean, let's just be serious. It's Cyberpunk. Look at it. Everything we've seen about it is just like something that we absolutely want to get into, in my opinion. I'm so excited. Cyberpunk 2077 is coming later in the year for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and Microsoft Windows. So, did you play any of these games that are already out? Are you gonna play the games that aren't yet? Leave us a comment, let us know what you think about them, and if you like this video, please click like. If you're not subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We upload brand new videos every day of the week, and the best way to see them first is a subscription, so click subscribe. Don't forget to enable all notifications, and as always, we thank you very much for watching this video. I'm Falcon. You can follow me on Twitter @FalconTheHero, and we'll see you next time right here on GameRanks.